Heffer Williams, you just said Evelyn's hammerhead shark of a daughter got pregged by a felon. A washed up rapping felon at that. You can't say, how is that talking about your daughter? It's directly talking about her daughter, but it's also true. Chantel pissed her mama ruined the event. Oh, God, Evelyn had the read of a century. This is your third scammer. Your third. Jesus. Brandy Maxine Brown Gel Queen says, we can't bring up kids even if they grown. No, I'm sorry. We can bring up grown gray-ass heifers. You grown enough to get pregnant by the game, you grown enough to get brought up on Basketball Wives. He's not your husband, he's your boyfriend, and everybody's acting all shocked. You know he's got restitution, and if they get married, they coming after Jen's money. Wow, Brittany's coming through with some sense. Y'all have outgrown each other. You're clearly not cool. So Evelyn says, well, this will be the last time I'm in Jennifer's space because we have nothing else to talk about. Are we good? Toodles toots. Heifer Christie's daughter really gonna say, you know, maybe that's who my mom is at her core, an instigator. That's your mama. How you gonna get on TV and act new to the situation? However, now we meet Brittany's friend Denise. She's one of the Ball brothers' baby mamas. So Heifer Christie invites Jen and Brandy Maxine, Brown Gel Queen, to a relaxing spa day, aka so she can pump them for information and run and tell that. Jen said, I'm in a great place. I'm not going through anything. I'm confused by the statement that I'm going through so much. Jen's like, look, other than Heifer Christie, who found her a sissy to settle down with, none of you heifers are the poster child for marriage. Brandy, you separated, not separated, trauma bonded, cheated on you 11 times. And I mean, again, you're 3/5 of a wife. 3/5 of a wife, because he only with you 10 months out of the season. Your mother raised you to be a queen, Jen, but why are you palling around with peasants? Over with Evelyn and her whole daughter, they're doing yoga. So she tells her daughter, people talking about Johannes. I don't know why I'm being brought up. Because you was on the show, Heifer. Because you was on the show. Y'all did a show together when you tried to walk away from Basketball Wives and acted like you was all high, mighty, highfalutin. And then you had to come crawling back when nobody bought it. Because you're not interesting. She said, this Heifer already done apologized to me, but she's so fucking phony. Well, honey, that was before you got knocked up by the game. I'd have to bring that up too, that you're with an assaulter who lost his home to a lawsuit by the woman that he assaulted. You got put out. Put out. Where are you and the baby living? Y'all in Evelyn's basement. Y'all in Evelyn's basement from Calabasas to the cellar. With eyes that far apart. With the space betwixt them. Betwixt. Hell, that's got enough room for betwixt and between, if you know what I mean. I mean, that space is wide as all outside. Baby, it's wide. Spread your legs wide. Mariah vocal range wide. I mean, I thought Brandy's eyes were far apart. But girl, you've got hectometers on her. Hectometers. Hecto. They weaponize Shanice against you, Evelyn, because you're a piece of shit human being and a sorry mother. A sorry, neglectful mother. You couldn't even teach your daughter how to hoe. Daughter of a reality star, you actually could have had her marry up. Instead of fucking with the players, you should have had her fucking with the owners. But oh no, you're out here letting her get pregnant by the game? She got played by the game. The game. Girl, boom. I'd bring it up too. And also, you have no man to speak of. Now, y'all can argue with Jennifer about her man. You have just as little of a man as Jen. Well, actually, Jen's man is a detriment, so you a little bit ahead of the game being single. But let's not, well, I don't know. Let's see. Chad Ochocinco was a detriment to you. Then you thought you was getting with that other woman's husband, Chase Crawford or whatever the hell his name is, had a quick baby by him, and y'all had some ghetto twins because you was pregnant, she was pregnant, they was pregnant. I feel sad for Jennifer because that's the card you need to pull. I feel sad for you because the card can be pulled. I feel sad for your grandchild who has to grow up with a father that has been proven of SA in a court of law. He didn't show up because he knew he couldn't defend it. It was on tape. It was on tape. This happened on a reality show. That's why she won that default. And he thought, oh, I got my money in my house. Well, now she's got your house. And you still owe $3 million. $3 million. I want to know what you're going to do to provide for your grandchild since the father can't because he's mired in debt. Shanice said she's talking about me. I'm still postpartum. We don't give a fuck about that felon fetus. I'm postpartum. Oh my God. I'll talk about your ass post-mortem. I don't give a shit. I'm postpartum. Oh my God. What the hell you gonna do? Lose the placenta? That don't make no damn sense. You can't talk about me. I'm postpartum. Oh my God. So is your mother. We talk about that piece of shit all the time. I'm postpartum. I ain't never heard of postpartum as an excuse to not be talked about. Now I get after you had a baby, you should sit down, let your body heal, rest. But girl, this messy ass show been on forever and you've been dying to be a part of it. Maybe that's why you got played by the game. So you could get on VH1 for child support. And I guess you'll have to be the breadwinner since your man is the baby's father. Well, I don't know if that's your man. Mired in debt. And now that you already have a kid, a lot of men are going to be like, oh, Lord, I don't want to deal with that as a baby father. I mean, you could find a Russell Wilson, but you're no Sierra. You're no Sierra. Maybe you're having that child for a man that like wants kids because, you know, you can't get one with your looks. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten pregnant by the game. I mean, but I'm sure somebody's got a hammerhead fetish. I'm sure somebody out there wants to fuck a fish, sleep with a shark, to cuddle with a class of chondrichthyes. That's the class of species sharks are in. You learn a little something here. Oh, God, over at Ty's apartment, Drew's just run out. Oh, God, Ming done slept over. So they are discussing, are we friends? Are we more than friends? And Ming said, you want to be toxic. She does. She does. And you want to be toxic, too. I'm sorry, like, y'all in the Atlanta lesbian circle, scissoring, she's truly sisters scissoring in a motherfucking circle. I'm sorry, like, y'all need to just go on and get a house together and pass the rose. Because I'm sick of hearing about the chitete. So oh, Lord. Ty sits down twixt Ming's knees. Twixt them knees. To get her hair braided. But Ming says, I don't want to be friends. Or I don't want to be in a relationship. I see why. It's too much passing the rose to get that emotionally involved. Y'all should all be friends. Ty gonna say, we're too old to be playing games. Well, then why you got your dice out? Why you got your dice out? Too old to be playing games with a Nintendo controller in your hand. You better stop that foolishness. Ming's like, I'm always hearing all about town, how you're all about town. Giving Mimi the pound. She's a munch. I'm not doing anything. I'm not dating anybody. But who you hunching? Who you hunching? Lord, Evelyn told you Brandy thinks I'm cute, so who knows? I know, and you'll hit that too. Ty's the definition of getting in the lesbian line, because Ty got a line. Ty said, I ain't doing nobody's non-sexual friendship. You just want me to hang out and pay for shit. And I get it. That leaves us being cordial. Not the corge. Ming, you can't be all that's good to know. Really good to know. You know exactly what type of heifer you hanging with. A hunching heifer. A humping heifer. She'd already had enough clit tease with Drew Sidora, according to Drew. Ming said, well, let me go look for my place. I put a payment on my place. You'll be sleeping alone tonight, so knock, knock, knock. Stop knocking. It's giving that tea. That's what they should have been playing. Ty says, shit, I'm ready to get back in them streets. I'ma do me. I'ma do me. And you know when a YN says I'ma do me, they gonna do everybody. And no, she's not a YN, but she dressed like one. So she immediately sets up a meeting with Brandy and her stylist. At Chantel's apartment, Heffa Christie stopped by. So she's still trying to get her baby to work for her and bridge the gap between her and her mama. Honey, you let that gap burn. I'd want to keep that space as wide as the space between Evelyn Lozada's daughter's eyes. Hectometers. Wait a minute, you ain't met your son-in-law yet. Then again, I'd keep his ass away from my mother if I was Jackie Christie. If my mother was Jackie Christie. Oh my God, Shanice did not say Jackie gone Jack. Oh my God, Jackie gone Jack. So Jen goes to check on Ming and Ty goes shopping. So Ty fills Brandy in that she's on the outs with Ming because she's trying to get on the ins with her. Huh. Jennifer said, so do you want to be with a man more or a woman more? And she's like, I just want to be happy. Girl, congratulations. You done doubled your options. She said, I don't want to go to hell and back with nobody, though. Drop me off. I like that. Drop me off. I don't need to do it. Drop me off. I'll get out right here. Right here. I can walk. I'm walking. So Ty was Ming's first girlfriend. And Ty says, people think I go after the straight women. No, they come after you, girl. She ain't lying. Thank you. A straight woman is not sleeping with me. Thank you. A straight woman is not sleeping with me. But Brandy's like, you know how you do it. Girl, we do not have mind control powers. If we did, we'd be treated equally. These people are bi-curious at least, bisexual as usual. Ty doesn't need game. Ty has je ne sais quoi. Evelyn said, you said I was cute, and she just biting her lip. I did. See, you throwing yourself at her. Talking about, you go after straight women. Straight women go after you. They are like, ooh, you know what? I've always wanted to try. Yeah, Brandy's like, she's got an energy about her and the swag, the tone, the way she talks. Why do y'all play these games? We're not playing games. You're the one sitting there fidgeting and moving your legs just so. Oh, Lord. So now Ming telling Jennifer that Brandy think Ty cute. I cannot believe Jennifer Williams had a read. Oh my God. Basketball Wives is back. This is light, fun, shade. This is good. This is good. Jennifer says, so Brandy, you going from the NBA to the WNBA? I would expect that of Evelyn. Evelyn did fuck her way through 3 Players Association, so. Brandy talk about babies. She wants more kids. Girl. However, Ming thinks Brandy's been throwing slight, subtle shade at her. Girl, Brandy talking about you can get your makeup done at TikTok for free. See, Ming has enough money to get her makeup done. Why doesn't your cheating husband at least pay for you to get your makeup done? Because he's too busy paying for other women. I bet you he pays for other women to get their makeup done, but not his wife. Not his wife. How does it feel to have been a maid, a mattress? Well, actually, were you? I guess you were a part-time mattress. Unbroken in. 300 women. When did he have time to fuck you? 300. Was there any sperm left in the ball? That's why you ain't got no kids. Them other women got your sperm. Them other women took all the sperm out. He came home dry as a bone. When was he fucking you amongst the 300 women? When was he fucking you? Go boom. That shared schlong ass situation. So now Jennifer gonna have a sit down with Brandy because she said, you know what, you want to be in everybody else's business? Let's talk about what you got going on. Let's talk about your 3/5 of a marriage. Timeshare husband. Maybe that could work. A husband I have like a month out of the year where we just have fun and then, we go about our business. A weekend husband. Weekend man. I can see your ass on the weekday. A weekend man. I don't see your ass every day. I would like a love that is true and mine, oh mine. But I know this world is hard, so I'll settle for Saturday night with my weekend man. This is a silly show. Oh, Tammy Roman, you said we'd never see you on Basketball Wives again, but I just saw you on the commercial for Miss Pat during Basketball Wives. How does that make you feel? 25 years of the BET Awards? I'm older than the BET Awards. Oh my God, I will never forget when my mother said I'm older than barbecue chips. Oh my God, that took me out. Oh my God, I'm older than the BET Award. What? Wait a minute. I'm 42. Okay, the awards. Because I was going to say, how old is BET? Probably older than BET. Ah! Brandy goes with Ty to get them eggs froze. So Jen and Brandy sit down and Jen's like, yeah, I heard you were a little shady to Ming. I just was talking to her about makeup. Yeah, and then you said Ty was cute. Okay, so I can't say makeup and I can't say cute. Girl, bye. Girl, boom. You trying to find something with me to have an argument about. Well, at least she's giving you a plot line because you didn't have one of your own. Well, you're always trying to be in my relationship. Brandy said, shit, your relationship's always in the press with new charges, new accusations. This is your third scammer. Blink twice if you're okay. We took vows in front of God that our pastors, okay, so ain't shit got to do with the state. You ain't even common law. We're gonna make it official in Las Vegas, but when you get married overseas, girl, boom. You ain't marrying him legally because you don't want to pay restitution. And that don't make you a foo-foo. She said the conversation about Christian is over. I don't bring up your man and his 300 women. Don't bring up mine and his 300 thou. Brandy said what sparked me to chime in was the conversation about Shanice. Take it up with Jesus. The shit with Evelyn, if you ain't gonna be in the middle, then get out the middle. Stay off the edge, too. She said, look, if you don't want me at the wedding, that's fine. I don't need to go to Vegas for you. But I want you to be there, too. All right, make up your mind, heifer. Well, that was the shit. I'ma see you soon. For some.